There's an old saying that if the month of March comes in like a lion, it will go out like a lamb, and vice versa. It seems like March 2020 was a lifetime ago, and honestly, I can't remember how the month came in, but it must have been lamb-like, because March 2020 definitely ended with an unsettling, anxiety-filled roar. I remember ending February with an amazing Black History Month celebration facilitated by our BSU students. March began busy, with concerts from our band, orchestra, and choir. Business and community partners came in drove, unmasked, to conduct mock interviews with our students on March 6th. Ms. Robinson gifted the coveted flying pig to Mr. Stewart during our faculty meeting on March 10th. 3 of our amazing seniors accompanied me to the Leadership Forum luncheon on March 11th. The topic was the proposed restaurant tax. If the restaurant industry only knew what challenge was ahead. Before that week in March, I'd rarely heard the word pandemic, and I definitely had no idea what PPE was. Students left the building on the afternoon of March 13th in what could be described as a celebratory mood. There was excitement for an extended 3-week spring break. But anxiety and uncertainty also reigned. School leaders reported to buildings on March 16th only to be met with a swift directive to pack up and return home for remote work indefinitely. Gathered 700 Chromebooks from classrooms to distribute to students and worked to prepare students, families, and staff for non-traditional instruction to begin on April 7th. And then our Wagner school community delivered. We delivered Chromebooks to countless students. We delivered gifts for Administrative Assistance Day. We delivered goodies for Teacher Appreciation. We delivered 5K raffle prizes. We delivered Class of 2020 yard signs. We delivered. And we Zoomed. Boy, did we Zoom. We quickly found out that clothing below the waist was optional and, quote, "you're on mute" was our least favorite phrase. The pandemic robbed us of an educator's favorite time, the last 2 months of the school year. Our 2020 graduates received their caps and gowns in a drive-through event, and their ceremony, that critical rite of passage into adulthood, was live streamed on YouTube. And we delivered again. Diplomas, yearbooks, and alumni shirts were delivered to the homes of our 2020 graduates. We left for summer with the mindset to do our very best to rest, relax, and recharge to the best of our abilities amidst a global pandemic. We were hopeful things would return to normal in the fall. Our hopes were dashed by the rage of the pandemic, and we geared up for 2 weeks of virtual professional development to prepare for a new and improved version of non-traditional instruction that would offer students at least 2 synchronous experiences for each course weekly. Student orientation for the 2021 school year was held through a drive-through event, loading students up with Chromebooks, hotspots, virtual schedules, and supplies. Google Classroom, Google Meets, Microsoft Teams ruled the land. Our instructional leadership team became our student engagement team and exhausted all efforts to connect and engage with all of our students. The return of fall sports provided a glimmer of normalcy, and we cheered on our soccer, volleyball, cross country, and football teams as safely as possible. The 2021 school year continued to limp along, and we tried our best to engage students and safely sustain community with our colleagues through events like a holiday drive-through. We started the spring semester in the same NTI setting that the fall had ended, but we were energized by our new College Now program, fall semester honor roll recognition, you guessed it, via yard sign delivery, winter sports, and the possibility of a vaccine. After a long wait, the dates we had been anticipating were released. On February 5th, Wagner High School staff received their COVID-19 vaccine dose 1. On March 5th, Wagner High School staff received their COVID-19 vaccine dose 2. And on April 5th, Wagner High School reopened its doors. We planned and prepared some more for a safe reopening. We asked teachers to do the impossible for the final 2 months of the school year, present quality instruction to 3 different groups of learners, and execute all the necessary policies and procedures to keep our school community safe. We marked our floors with Wildcats and W's 6 feet apart, cautioned off bathroom stalls and water fountains, removed desks and furniture, moved cafeteria tables into gymnasiums, and finally, on the first Monday in April, buses rolled once again. Our seniors prepared for award ceremonies and scholarship recognitions on a modified scale and became the first class to graduate on campus, rain or shine. In the week preceding graduation, our Student Justice Now group wowed panelists at the Justice Fest. Our school was recognized by the district's Pupil Personnel Office for outstanding student engagement and support throughout NTI. Wagner High School did not survive a pandemic. Wagner High School thrived. The class of 2021 reunited for the first time in over 14 months at graduation practice and then their historic ceremony on our football field. The graduation day forecast called for rain and thunderstorms throughout the day. The skies, although gray, calmed late morning just in time for the processional. And once again, this school community and its graduates delivered.